Hello and welcome back everyone. Welcome to the fairies with the booze. We hope you had a good day and a good start into your week so far. Thank you for the follow, Logan. Hello and welcome. Yeah, here we are. More Minecraft. It's been 2 weeks since the last Minecraft stream, and yeah, we want to get back into it. Well, we took a 2-week break for mental health reasons, so yeah, we are back. The goal is to finish up things in our one block world. We still have 2 phases, so there is still a lot to do. And our idea for right now was to finish up what we said at the very beginning of the world. So let's just head right over to it. Boop, boop, boop. Let's quickly check. Yes, it's working. Perfect. Here. Yay! Here we are. So, one thing we said at the very beginning. Well, that's not correct. That's correct. One thing we said at the very beginning was when we built the whole thing, was to put a general mob farm over here in this corner. So, let's do that. Just about to ask if the map was turned. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fair. I made all which I follow. Like to be friends with enemy on Discord. We don't do Discord, so sorry for that. Yeah. Yeah, we don't do that, at least yet, because of safety issues. And yeah, safety is important. But you're always welcome to join us here. So, yeah. So, things we wanted to do, like when we talk about finishing up this world, is having a general mob farm over here in this corner, which is a little bit of a bigger thing. Then 2 other farms in these corners. We still don't know what, so maybe one of them will be a dripstone farm. Maybe, we will see. And over here, maybe a coral farm, because we still need coral to make the aquarium prettier. So that was one idea. And then the last thing would actually be... oh yeah, right. Maybe finally put something in here. And the last bit would actually be putting a bottom to every map. So if we will look over here to our latest build, this massive farm over here. Here. We have done the bottom as well. So it looks a little bit more interesting than just a plain old, yeah, flat thing up below. So that might be one thing we wanted to do as well. But in general, yeah, I think we did most of the things we wanted to do. We would continue a whole lot longer if the nether would be a void nether as well, because then we can do a whole lot of then we can basically build a whole new base in the nether as well. But we can't, because the nether sadly looks like this. It's a normal nether. Okay, goodbye. Oh, fun in there. And yeah. So yeah, that's one thing. Also, Zcraft Season 8 is coming up. And we already have an idea what we do when the world starts. One of the things we wanted to do, let's quickly check in. Ooh, so many carrots. Ooh. Honestly. Okay. Let's repair stuff. That might be a very good start. Hey Svenja! Hey! Hello friend! How are you? Is that you? That is a very cool emote. Yeah, we sadly don't have many yet. Well, because we do everything on our own and we do we take our time. So hey! We just yesterday when we played Gloomy Eyes, we were talking about the event on Saturday, and it was lovely. Thank you for the bits. That is so cute. Is that also one of your dogs? No. No. Yeah. Your card, by the way. We want to sleeve it up. You're welcome. Just one dog. No. Your card is so cool, and we want to sleeve it up. Because well, it's foil, so it needs to be double sleeved, because that's what we're doing. Also, it's pretty. Yeah. Hi. How are you? How was your Saturday evening? One moment. Yeah. Luna, Lilith, thank you for your message. Yes, we can do that. You can do it as well. Thank you for the comment. So looking forward to have more screens. I'm okay, tired today. Aww. But I'm back to the lurk again to edit a video for YouTube. Ooh! Need to check out your YouTube. We also have a YouTube. We upload the vaults. Honestly, all but the Guild Wars 2 streams are uploaded to YouTube these days. But yeah, we will check out your channel because we are interested in what you're doing. Boys. Aww. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Means a lot. Like, yes, we are tiny streamers, so yeah. It's not the best content probably, but hey, yeah. Thank you for the lurks. Take care. Good luck with what you're doing with the edit. And yeah, take care of yourself. Okay, let's repair some stuff. Oh, my screen just cut off while you were talking to us, so we didn't catch it. Oh, we did not expect a response right now, and expect like after stream. Yeah, totally fair. Just wanted to like, we just saw that. Hey, Chloe, hello, hello, friend. About your message, just one little thing. We can talk about the streaming if you want to, like sometime. Because you said you didn't know what to be about. We can do that sometime. Like just chitty chat and set up everything together with you. And we can also join the stream too. Like we will join the stream, but we can also like do like help with whatever comes up. But or ready to sleep. That is perfect. That is exactly what we want to hear. So yeah, sleep well, friend. Thank you for checking in. And Lycans, yes, yes, I would like that, please. Is it hard or will stream often or maybe just for this? Totally fine. It's not that hard. And we know basically all the things you need to, like most of the things. Like, you know, our channel isn't like the best, but we will do, we will give our best to help you as much as we can. But when you get the chance to reply, we can chat and work out the time. Yeah, perfectly. This was pretty quick and easy. Yes. Also, still, Alice just has the best emotes. Lovely. I just need very simple. Yeah, yeah. We will set it up. We will do that together, and yeah, that's how we can watch and play. Yeah, exactly. That would be super great. Just one thing, maybe you don't have to reply here. You can also reply over on DMs. Just when is the event, so we know roughly when is it. Though you can also go really insane with emo, video effects and integration. Yes, exactly, and that is the reason why we said we are not the best. Oh, it is this week. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, then we will set that up this week. We will do all the things, and yeah, we will do that. That's very good. If I can't do it before then, can also try on YouTube too. Okay. Whatever works best for you. We will be there. We will try to support you. No, we always support you, friend. Yeah, you know, we are not the best with like all the things. We barely have any emotes and so on, but yeah. Bet will also stream. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, let's quickly, while we're talking, repair stuff. Let's start with this. And repaired. Well, I look forward to talking soon. I got a cracking hand. Oh, so I have to sleep super early. Yeah, please do that. Take care of your needs. And talk to you soon. We always appreciate you so very much. Go. And sleep well, friend. Talk to you soon. You know where to find us. Okay, still not fully repaired. Oh, remember to hydrate. Guess best and take care of yourself. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's lovely to have you around. All of you. Yeah, so projects for today is over here. Okay, let's quickly sleep. Boop, boop. And yeah, and then we can have and we can figure out what exactly do we want to have. So we had a few ideas what we wanted to have. Okay, let's get more of these. Yep. Let's quickly craft these up. More blocks. Okay, lovely. We need to wait for the early, for 9 AM anyhow, so we cannot interact with them right now. Yes, this is ugly with the moss here, but it's just useful for right now. Okay, So let's talk about what do we want. The only thing we currently know is this will be a general mob farm, and this is the center point. That is what is set so far. Okay, so there will be a drop chute. It will go down here. Probably a like this is or somewhere around here, like probably like here is where we are standing to hit the mobs, which also means we probably wanted like so. Oop. So we can look like through it like this. So here is the place where we can stand with the net with a sword and just hit things. And yeah. And then the experience comes towards us. Maybe even like actually having it like this, then a water stream that pushes them into this corner maybe or so it's a little bit easier for us to get. Or we place one. No, we can't. Yes, we can. It is possible. So we it is possible to put every mob into the middle here. So over there, that's a 3x3, so we cannot do water source, but what we can do is water source in the wall basically, and let it flow in here. That would work, and so everything will come to this corner. Below, so that is kind of the question. This is what we're about to discuss right now. Yeah. Height. This might be it. We will see. So there will be like, you remember over here? No, wait. Where is? So the idea was to have a like similar to over here. So there are the stairs going up, and next to it there are stairs going down. So to have a storage system that is below, and that will sort out all the different items that come from the mob farm, which means rotten flesh. Honestly, we can make a small one, so all the things that drop very rarely will go into one big chest. And so that might be an idea, we will see. Let's think about one moment. Ooh, that is actually possible to do. Okay. Okay, so what comes out of it? It's rotten flesh, a whole lot of it. It is gunpowder, it is spider eyes, it's string, bones. What else do we get? Bones. Yeah, skellies, zombies, spiders, creepers. And then come the rare things, and the rare things are iron ingots. What else do we have that's more rare? We got witches that can spawn from time to time. That means redstone, for example. And bottles. What else? One thought we had, though, was we can filter out with a little bit of like well-timed delay, we can sort out all the non-stackables or anything that is like too big. Okay. Okay. So that is one idea. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Trade with them. Yep. So maybe to explain our thought process. So if you have hoppers, like if you have a hopper line, and for example, like imagine hopper, and that's the hopper, for example, that's going into the sorting system. What you could do is put a comparator here, pull out the signal of that block, of that hopper, and as soon as it is more than like 1, which means everything that is not a 64 stackable, you get a signal out of it. And that could unlock, so you need to time it correctly, that could unlock this, hopper below this one. So what we know is every 4 ticks, these do something because they have a delay. So it does something, then it waits for 4 ticks, then again, and so that's what you always have to count for. Oh wait, the delay is 3, so it is 4. Yeah, something like that. You get 2.5. You get 5 items in. No, 2.5. Brain. Per second, you get 2.5 items. Remember correctly. Brains. That's numbers. We can look that up. Yeah. So, but that's just a timing issue. So we know something's going through there. It will get pushed in here, and then it waits for a little moment, and then it gets pushed forward. So if we time this correctly, we can unlock that hopper below. For example, if there is a bow, or if there is, yeah, all these kind of things, we can sort that out and just yeet it into lava or into, well, the void. One of those 2 options. Yeah, so that's an option we could do. Not sure if we will though, but that is something we can think about. Okay, let's do a little round of trading again. Okay, and the rest. Okay. Meep, 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 meep. We are so looking forward to having the new screen set up and everything. That will be so cool. And yeah. Okay. Lovely. Let's craft up more blocks. Yep. 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 Oh. Don't need anything from you right now. And one of the sickles is mostly repaired. Let's have a look at the iron quickly. Whoop whoop. Okay, we got enough. Just be careful you don't get addicted to more screens. First you get 2, then 3, then 4, then you want 6, then 8, and then 12. Yep, fair. That is totally fair. We are currently at 2, and we will go up to 4 in... Well, they are here already, but not the arms and so on. So that will come in at some point in November, in the first 1 or 2 weeks in November. We will do that. Because we still have to order a few things like cables and all the like organization stuff, and also like the arms for the screens. But yeah, going from one main, which is 4K, and one HD screen, to three 4K and one HD screen is a lot. Because like the 4K screens, yeah, you just fit way more stuff on it. Like currently, like all the programs we need for streaming are on one HD screen, and that is not much space. So for example, if we want to look at Discord, we don't see chat. And yeah, that's not very helpful. If we want to look anything up on the internet, we don't see chat. And yeah, so one thing will be that the HD screen will be turned sideways and will be just chat. That will just be chat for streams. So that's super helpful. And yeah, like really look forward to that. Also, like for design and so on, it's also usually better to have like more like yeah, space. Oh wait, we can actually finish up that sickle when it is morning. Yes, let's finish up the sickle. Okay, and out. So next day. Yay, it's repaired. Well, you know what? While we're at it, let's just do one full round. Sell do another full stack. Okay. Nope. Okay, lovely. Let's do this. and split them. Okay, and put the sickle away. We probably won't use those sickles anyhow, because we will just buy new ones and use them up. But so the good ones are repaired. This is the only one we might like. The scythes are nice, but the sickle is actually pretty good if we want leaves. Oh, what was that? Checking this. We're so prepared now. Gonna go lurk. We wanted to get a little stream in today. Okay. Yeah. We'll head over to you then probably later. Thank you for the lurks. Have a lovely stream, and yeah, we will see how long we stream. So we will head over to you then. Take care. Okay. It'll be unlocked, so we will probably raid you instead. Oh, okay. Well, have a lovely stream. What are you streaming? What are your plans? Okay. Let's think about this. So. Think what we did over here is a good way. Some system shock again. Okay, really wants to continue, and I'm also up for it. Okay, yeah, well then have fun with a system shock. I think we will do this whole thing again with the platform below to not lose stuff. So we need a whole lot of spruce. We might have to chop some spruce trees. Maybe we start with that. Let's have a look. We got a little bit, but honestly not enough of these. Because of all those platforms, we need so much. So these. Okay, that's actually pretty useful. Okay, let's get some of it. Oh, and while we're at it, let's quickly count. Because we still haven't put anything down here. So let's quickly... that wasn't the plan. Let's quickly have a look down here how much pots we would have. Because we prepared this to make a farm. And we never did that. So it's... how much do we need? 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. That is 16, 17 times. Oh wait. 17, 20. It is exactly 60. Okay. That's how much we need. And while we're at it, let's just break this. Ah! That hurt. X would probably be anxious again, seeing that we have to eat. Okay, let's get some moss to make more puzzle. Okay, and we got a stack, that's enough. Yep. Boop. That means we need the... No, we shouldn't actually. I think we don't even need... a shovel, right? Or do we need... Actually not sure right now if we need the... The silk touch. Pickaxe. Oh, we have it on us, so we are fine. Just need one shovel. What do we want to get? Ah, yeah, right over here. And we should actually have a good shovel. Not on us. Sticks, that's bad. Sticks is a bad sign. If we have sticks over here, that is a very bad sign. Okay, let's get some moss. Because we use sticks for the sorting systems. So having sticks in there is not good. That's wrong. Sticks, 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 sticks. That is fine. Those should not need any sticks. Please. And here. Oh yeah, right. November, which one was it? 8? New FairyCraft season drops. That will be cool. Okay. Okay. go away, you go away. You as well. Oop. Ah. Let's have a look over here. If there is... That's bad. There is... That seems like the torch is missing below. Yeah, that seems like the torch is missing. There is a redstone issue. At least we found out where the... Okay, let's get the things we need for this. Oh, we don't need you, we saw that. These are all the items we would need. Okay. That means we need to get to the redstone somehow, which is behind this. Yeah, let's do this. What? Why are you off? Why? There they are. That's odd. Ah, should have. Okay. But why did this happen? Good. Why was it set like this? Is there a redstone below? No? That's odd. This belongs like this, and this like this. Okay, let's do this. This is easier to break. Or to replace. Boop, like this. And then we have... Wait, is this... This is not great here, by the way. Do we have lanterns on us? Okay, prepared. Let's go in here because we will probably have the same issue over here with the lighting. So let's quickly. Yeah, we sure do. Boop, boop, boop. Let's quickly have a look if those. Yeah, they are full. That is fine. That is totally fine. They're meant to be off. Okay, fine. This is working again. Okay, let's go. Let's go get some wood. Some spruce. We need a ton of that. You go in here. And you. Redstone bits are here. Okay. Wait. There should be a shovel somewhere. Did we not make a good shovel? Oh, we basically don't need one. I think we always broke it by hand. Okay, let's get those. This. Ah, it's so lovely how fast this is with efficiency 5. Don't even want to think back at the beginning that we did all of this with wooden axes all the time. It is a whole different world this way. A whole new world. Okay, let's get the puzzle. Then we actually put the farm over there, which we want to make initially, which was a mushroom farm. We wanted to solve our food situation with that, and we never got there because we didn't have the puzzle for it. Okay, and oh, that's something we can do beforehand though. Turn on these. Because then this can despawn those leaves. And we can get all the stuff from above. All this saplings. We might actually do the same to that tree. Because this one still doesn't want to grow. And there is no explanation why. It's not even that it's like with, like if we do F3G, it's not even that it has to do anything with chunk borders. It is exactly placed within the, like, it's in the same chunk as this tree. It has enough lighting because it's exactly the same, and it just doesn't want to grow. No idea why. That's just odd. Especially like at the beginning it grew. It just stopped at some point. So whatever, for whatever reason. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, hopefully people are like the Ox Must Die Death Trap stream, because we might go back to it soon with the lovely lichens. That might be something that's coming up again. We definitely had a whole lot of fun with them. And, well, the game is cool and fun. And it's always nice to have lovely people to play with. Okay. So glad that Cleo was so insisting so much that we invest in better tools, because this is very different to what it used to be. Okay, let's do that over here. Also get the mushrooms. That should be here. Wait, is that all? Oh. I have one of these. That's a little bit creepy. Take a look. Is there one more in here? Nope. Also, we noticed that this has issues, this whole thing, but whatever. We can deal with that another time if we want to. Oh. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, that might have been... that might have been a stair. Oh, we will look at all the different... bottoms at some point. It's interesting that, like, after all these years, we still just love this album. That is so good. Okay, let's do this. Oop. No. No. That's not it. By the way, the darkness in this room is basically the point of this room. Because you need darkness for mushrooms. There's actually, this should be on, let's quickly have a look. Block, light level. Where's the light level? It used to be over here. Is it on the right side now? Is it? Oh my goodness, cannot find the light level. Light level block. Client light 5. Okay, it's, yeah, it should be dark enough for mushrooms to grow. So let's start putting down mushrooms over here. As well, there. There. Switch these as well. Okay. Now switch these as well. Oop. Okay. Okay. This should be fine. Okay. They should be able to grow now. Let's eat. Little bit of dirt collection. I can put it next to the dirt. Oh right, collecting stuff and going to bed. This is literally exactly how we lost the dark oak seeds, saplings, because we did this. We said, oh, we wait until they we do something else while we wait for it to drop, and then we forgot it and came back too late. That is exactly how that happened. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. You. Okay, we got that. Yeah, and we will collect them in a moment. Okay, and break this one as well, yes. And let's break these by hand quickly. To get some saplings. Are we super unlucky? Oh no, there's one. We just need 4. We just need 1 more. Because we got 1 at the bottom. Maybe we didn't see 1. Doopy doopy doo. Okay, let's collect what's down there. Yeah, we got enough. We got 4. Yeah. Yeah, we will need so much in the moment, so it's good to have a lot. It's wood. Let's break it. Always interesting, like Svenja was is looking at editing stuff for YouTube, and for us, like, we used to work in the film industry years ago, but we come from the directing field, directing and storytelling, like writing scripts and so on. From that side, and like editing always was the field we had like the least fun with. Like we know what we want, like as a director you need to know, but like doing the editing itself is like we know it, like the techniques and all those things is just we never enjoyed doing it, like actually sitting there and cutting and going through all the like material and then like sorting and all that. It never was too enjoyable for us. We have we highly respect everyone who does it. It just was a lot always for us. So it's interesting, like there are so many people who really enjoy editing, and it's, yeah, for us it always was a chore if we had to do it. But yeah, it's such a cool thing you can do. Like, yeah, as I said, we come from directing, so we need to know what you do with it, and you need to know, okay, I like this and for that reason, and I want this for that reason. This is kind of what you have to do as a director. And yeah, so it always was interesting to see how people approach it differently. Like one of the best YouTube channels for film, if you care about like how to make movies and so on, is Every Frame a Painting. That is an editor, and they make videos about like video essays about like mostly editing, and it's a very good channel. Absolutely highly recommend that channel to people. Every Frame a Painting. Cannot speak too well of what they do. And for example, one of the things they did that was super cool. That was really cool, because that is actually a situation you find yourself in if you make movies a whole lot. So they said like, okay, you know, you want to do, like, you're at the location, you have what you want to do, like your whole plan, and then like you wait for the perfect lighting and so, but it is shortly before it's going dark. So what you do is you have to think about, like, actually this is, like, we had very similar situations for things we did, and it was like, okay, you have you want to do this, you want to have this conversation, for example, and you want to film it this way. Okay, the thing is, you have 15 minutes until it's going dark and you cannot film anymore. So what do you do? And that thought process is like, that is quintessential film industry, honestly. That is because, like, you can plan ahead so much. When you are at the spot, there will always be something different. That is the whole reason behind the roles of, like, as they are called, like best boy, they're called classically. not too much of a fan of the gendered bit of it, but yeah, that is if you see like in at the end of the movie when all the names come up, when you see the role best boy, that's what they are. They are the people who do what needs to be done at the like. That can be things like okay, people are like getting hungry or hangry or whatever, which is not rare, because a workday in that field can be very, very long. So getting food can be that sometimes, but also it can be like, oh, we need this one particular thing, and you can only buy that in that one hardware shop in town. So go there, and we need that like literally at best 20 minutes ago. So things like that, and yeah, like on the spot things. And yes, so that thought process of like, okay, yeah, we need to do this, and we have that much time. This is super, super common in the field. So yeah, you will end up there many a times. Yeah, so that was very, very cool. Like what they did was they in that video, like also highly recommend that video. It is a very, very good one. Don't remember how it's called though, but yeah, just check out that channel. Every frame of painting, it's very, very good. If you are into the like how to like the craft behind making movies. And in particular editing and like film language. If you are into that, very good channel. And yeah, and if I remember correctly, they wanted to do a classic like two-shot for a conversation. So like shot one of the one person, shot two of that person, and then like and then you put those together, and then you have like the whole conversation in like shot reverse shot. That's what it's called. But they couldn't because the script was like 10 minutes and 15 minutes until it's going dark, so you don't have enough time to do the shot reverse shot. Not even if you like immediately do like the second shot after. So you have one shot, and that's rarely good. Like you usually want to have more than one shot or something, because things can go wrong. It's good to have like the ability to do more. So what they did was a one shot of both of them in the in frame, and yeah, that had to land. Yeah, it's very, very cool. So like you see the whole thought process behind that situation, like from okay, this is what we want to do and this is what we have the ability to do, so how do we deal with that and how they solve this situation. Perfect. It is, as said before, like that was that's very, very fun. It can be stressful at the same time. That is also like exactly this is one of the things in that field that make the job so interesting, because you always have to think on your feet. Like you can prepare so much. Yes, you can. There's always something you have to think on the spot for. For example, like there are perfectionists, like directors. For example, Stanley Kubrick was like so well known for being a perfectionist. Also being a horrible person. Like how they treated Shelley during the filming of The Shining is absolutely horrible, and never do that to anyone. Shining is a movie based on the script by Stephen King. It's a horror. It is very well done, yes. What they did is they thought like, okay, how can we, like like Stanley Kubrick was known to be a perfectionist, and he wanted to have like one particular thing, like for each scene. Like he had in his mind, I want to have this, and exactly like that. So a whole lot of planning went into making that possible. Yes, that's one thing you do. At the same time, very often you end up in this situation, and as I said before, like you don't end up with everything you need for it, and you kind of have to shoot. And we are not in the early 20th century where people like spend like so much energy and things, money into things that are not on screen. Because like Metropolis, the UFA nearly went bankrupt over making Metropolis, and Fritz Lang, he was one of the names, like the biggest names in the film industries, in the film industry, and like one of the, especially in German movie, which was one of the big industries in the early 20th century. Germany was one of the centers of film, actually, back then. And yeah, there were people like the UFO nearly went bankrupt. So they gave him, for his next movie, they gave him like, okay, this is your budget. And so he had to think very differently. For example, like sound was new back then, and like that you can actually have like talkies, so-called talkies. That was something absolutely new. And let's put away stuff, and then we'll make a platform. Okay. Ooh, so much wood. That's good. Yeah, so he had to actually think about, okay, how do we do this with the sound now? Because it's expensive and we cannot go all in. So what do we do? And so his first movie, which first sound movie was, which is one of our very like absolute favorite movies of all time, M. It's really, really interesting, like how much film language is like came to be from that movie. Like there are like film language. That's one of the reasons why we like the early 20th century so much, the movies and so on, because they had to be so inventive with, like they learn like so many things we now take for granted, like film language. That's what, when they came up with it. And yeah, so really, really highly recommended. How do we do this? Maybe we go from here over there. Start the platform. Should be low enough. Oh, we go from here. Should be low enough. Did we do top and yes, let's get some lanterns. Let's get some lanterns. Lanterns were in here, yes. Yeah, so perfectionism. Yeah, in early movies there were what was the name of that director? Don't remember. A moment, quickly checking if you still think someone's. Yeah. We borrowed a few books years ago to a friend and never got them back. Which is. And one of them was about directing and so on. Yeah, so there was one, for example, he wanted to have like very particular things. Like everyone on set and in the area, basically everything had to be planned out. It was like a historic movie. Don't remember about what exactly. It was a massive project and so many people involved, and it was so there were like, imagine like down a street, like a street view, and there are multiple buildings in there, and also all the insides of the whole interior of those buildings are finished with like details that there are like initials on handkerchiefs and so on inside, that will never be seen because you're just going down with the shot is going down the street and into another building. So all these details had to be like exactly as that director wanted to have it, and like very perfectionist. Yeah, there was so much money put into that. Yeah, so you cannot do that with every movie. Usually you have a budget, and even like that's the reason why I said like earlier, mentioned Metropolis. Like Fritz Lang, he was basically in Germany one of the names, like in the film industry, and even he after Metropolis had like restrictions what he could do and what he couldn't do. So just something to think about. We're just making this big, by the way, because don't know how big it will become and just want to have the space. We can remove it easily with an X. Yeah. So yeah. So perfectionism. You cannot do that these days. You just don't have the resources. In the early movie, yes, people spent money on things you just couldn't do later on. So perfectionism isn't only about like. There is so much involved because all the actors and all the whole crew, everybody needs to be on board to say like, okay, yeah, we're doing this. And usually the production companies say, nope. Yes, you can have luck that, like, for example, the production company says, okay, you get more than you expected. For example, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He was counting, Peter Jackson went to the company and said like, okay, I want to do this this movie. And what they said was, yeah, we've been listening to you. We don't see a movie, we see a trilogy. So he got more than he was expecting, or like what he was thinking would happen. And so that is so rare though. That is like one of the few situations where you get more than you expect from the production companies, because they usually just see like, okay, we want to, for them, this is just a business. They don't see it as like, oh, this is an art form or whatever. They see it, this is business. And it has to pay off. Actually like that we have stairs down to this level now, because that means we can get there easily and don't have to do the water line again. Yeah, so about perfectionism later. So, for example, Shining. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick was a perfectionist. He had to plan a whole lot. At the same time, yeah, he did things like, he said, okay, the protagonist, like in Shining, you have 3 characters basically. Well, you got 4, but most of them are the family. And okay, oh right. Boop, boop. And the family, so we got the father who has this job, you got the mother, and you got the child. And then you got the, I think, janitor, that's the last row. Oh, it's been years since we watched that movie. And it's very well done. Like, yes, that movie is a very good movie and deserves all the props it gets. Yeah, okay, let's go to that. That's probably the easiest. One moment. Yeah, so Stanley Kubrick thought, okay, how can we get our main actress to be like as terrified as she is in the story? So basically what they did is they terrorized her on set for the whole ordeal. Like, he said to everyone, okay, deal with her horribly, like, and that's what they did. They treated her absolutely horrendously, and that's just not okay. So she, like, it got so far that she lost her hair, or she started losing her hair, and like, do not do that to anyone ever. This psychological torture. Yeah, so that's what they did, and she is like traumatized to this very day and still in therapy because of that movie. So yes, perfectionism. Yes, she was able, as he predicted and as he wanted, to play as terrified as possible. At the same time, at the cost of her, like, her actual well-being. So don't do that. Don't be that person. And so yes, Stanley Kubrick deserves respect for things he did, and that's not one of it. How did we get to the topic of perfectionism? Oh yeah, right, because we were talking about, like, yes, you can plan things ahead, and things can work out. Usually in film, it doesn't. It just does not. Whatever you're planning ahead, it will be different in the end. And that is kind of that's part of the fun of it. Also, one other person who is like a perfectionist and who does like so many takes, Jackie Chan. Not a great person, like as many are, sadly. As a filmmaker, very, very interesting. As a filmmaker, he really, he has developed a language of, like, movie language of kind of his own, and at the same time, like, he had some principles he wanted to keep up. And you can see, like, he wanted to have it, like, very immediate. So what you see, that you really experience that. So, for example, one thing he did, like, is, which is, like, if you watch those movies, it's very interesting. You see, like, there's one shot, and then you see that shot like 3 times, because they shot it, like they like all the action that happens in the movies, they did all of that, like especially in the early movies, and that is, like, it's ridiculous. Like, Police Story 1, there is this one scene where he sits in the office of the police, and someone's calling, and then someone else is calling, and he is like doing all these like different conversations on those different phones, and doing like stunts with a pen, and preparing his food at the same time, and all that. It's incredible that this scene actually worked, because I'm not sure, I think it's one shot, and if not, I think they did that whole thing in one shot. Like, if there are multiple cameras, then they are still at the very same shot, and because that is something he wanted to do, is to have all the like, that you see what is happening, and that actually, like, for example, if you compare it, like, maybe this is to see what I just want to say is, if you look at like movies from, let's say, the early 2000s, and there is like Hollywood movies, and there someone gets punched, you see the person like extending their arm, and then you see the other person like getting punched, like there is a cut. That's something, so it is kind of like separated from each other, and that is something that does not happen in Jackie Chan movies, because he wants like to let the people see all the incredible stuff the stunt team does, like where he went down with the bike through that one like city, that mini like street, which is like basically the bike fits in there, and he's on it, and he jumps through a ladder back on the bike. That is like just, wow, it is incredible. It would be a shame to put a cut in there. And that's what he, like, didn't do. Like, I think that's one of the scenes from that movie. Don't remember what movie that was, actually, right now. One of the scenes that is seen multiple times. Like, if you see that in a Jackie Chan movie, you know that is one of the biggies of the whole filmmaking. Like, one of the scenes where they spend a whole lot of time making it. Well, let's deal with you, bot. Bot. Bye, bot. Yes, as you might have noticed, we are coming from a film background. Used to be directors and screenwriters many years ago. Yeah. So, yeah, Jackie Chan, not a great person, personally. What he did is impressive. And on the channel we recommended earlier, Every Frame a Painting, a lot to learn about that. I think they made multiple video essays about Jackie Chan as well. You might probably hear a lot what we talked about today as well on that channel. But yeah, so also, like, yeah, perfectionism changed over the years because it meant something different. Because someone in the early 20th century had a very different perspective on what that even means. We need more light. Forgot light on these. Lights here. If you're wondering what we're doing, we're just making a platform to place stuff on. No, so we have a working area. So all the things we build up there don't fall into the void. We can keep them. Let's not have super dark spots. Just realized we could also make this out of moss. Whatever. We're already here. Also, this is less likely to be broken accidentally by hand. With an axe, no difference. At least with this axe. This was actually a little bit weird, talking about past in the filming industry, because it feels like a different life. At least these days, it doesn't lead to like. Yeah, for a few years it was a bit harder topic to talk about. So it is nice that changed. Yeah. Oh, and like also actually recommended if you are interested in anything filmmaking or in general design and so on. The bonus material of the Lord of the Rings trilogy is very, very cool. So yes, looking at the yes, watching the extended cut is a good idea. Also, watching the bonus material, highly recommended. You get a pretty deep look into all the different fields. Remember that they had like nothing to like. They couldn't just say, okay, let's buy a few clothes somewhere. They had to make everything. And in that, there was also, like, that's not unusual. That is pretty common. What was pretty cool was that there were, like, all the design choices involved like the law, that there were people, advisors that were just there to like, so everything. For example, if you look at armor that people were wearing, you could see, okay, the history, like for example, like with Gondor, that you can see the history, like with the in somewhat the Nominorians. You can see the two. What was the name again? What was the name again of those two statues? Those massive statues, where they, the ones they pass on the river. That was pretty interesting, because they were thinking, okay, how can we make this not only look ancient but also like related to what was actually going on in lore, like who made who created these? Why did they create them? Oh, we got a cat. You spawned from the village, I assume. Interesting. Like, villages over there, because there are multiple villagers and beds. I think we don't have fish, so we cannot tame the cat. Yeah, and all these details are something that make a project like that super cool. It's would actually say of like the past maybe even 50 years or so, one of the biggest film projects. Also like one of the biggest film projects you can actually have a look into, because for many it wasn't just like there was no one who like recorded anything, so it is just there. And this is something you can actually see what did they do and all that. So yeah, highly recommend it. You also get a deep dive into the whole storytelling and things, for example, like, and yes, would still say it is a very well done intro. The intro of the Lord of the Rings trilogy was written by one of the three main like screenwriters, which was Peter Jackson, Fran, his wife, and what was her name? Philippa Boyens. And Philippa wrote that, I think it was her who wrote that very like late in the process. Like they were still debating how do we do the entrance and like the introduction, the beginning of the movie, and yeah, and then having Kate Blanchett, who is a very good actress, do the intro. So good. So good. It's so fitting and yeah, just well done. Yeah, and you get a deep dive into all of these different departments. Also, for example, like also what they did is all the different weapons they used, they were like created for this. And one thing they cared about, and which we appreciate a whole lot, is that they actually are functional. Because that is sadly an issue. You can see very often that things are not functional and like just there to look cool or so. And that is like, for example, we play Guild Wars 2, as the people who follow us know, because we play it on Wednesdays, and it still is our main, like, or one of our main games, and our first computer game, and so on. We don't like weapons. Like, we never understood the whole point behind these great swords, for example, those swords that are like twice the size and weight of yourself. It's like, no, why? And what they did for a Lord of the Rings, for the movie trilogy, is like, okay, yes, the weapons have to be functional, because then it is also convincing. In general, a thing about like movies, or not only movies, that is basically a thing in, like, for most things you can. Yeah, let's go a little bit more over and then we're fine. We got the wood. Don't worry about that. Let's just go over to this corner and then all the space we could ever need and a lot more. Okay. Yeah, right. To feel authentic or like, so one, it might sound weird, like that is not like only a movie thing. Like our ex is an actor, and he is, and we talk about these things quite a bit actually, and it's always funny because like he always sees things from the acting perspective and like being in front of the camera or on stage, and we like totally come from the behind the camera, like all of that, the directing part, this perspective. And if you want, for example, that might sound weird if you're so comedy is not easy. It can sometimes be easier to place or to do something dramatic, like a sad story or so, or an angry or whatever situation, because it's easier to feel that. For comedy, not only is timing imperative, like the timing has to be good. Currently thinking of one crab shot, but loading ready run that deals with that, which is a very funny one, as most are, honestly. Boop, boop, boop. But also to make it actually like funny, even if it like is supposed to be like a not very serious situation, you have to play it that serious. It has to be absolutely serious what you are doing. Like one example, we oh my goodness, we have a cat farm. Boop. One scene, for example, we actually never seen in the movie. We seen this scene quite often, though. Like when people said, like, "Oh, that movie is so bad because of, for example, that scene, and because he played so bad." The Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, the last one, there is this one scene where he is like I think in a suit and he is dancing and it looks like very, very weird, let's say like that. The thing is about it is like we learned about that scene is when people said like, "Oh yeah, do you see how bad he's acting and how bad that movie is?" It's like that is kind of an example how good he's playing. Because you cannot, if you want to have like something like that looks like sloppy or so, it has to be that serious. You cannot make a trashy situation and make it like, oh yeah, we just play some, like, we just play something. We don't have to really care about how good it is or not. No, that is literally the most important bit. Maybe a little bit short on this side. Maybe give it a bit more. Yeah, so comedy is really hard to get the timing and everything, and also like being, you have to mean it what you do. For example, many people quote The Room as one of the worst movies ever made. And then people thought like, okay, I can do this. The thing is, he really wanted this. He really, really wanted to do this. Don't remember the name right now. We'll come back later, probably. Yeah, so he was absolutely invested in it, and he wanted to do the best he can. So it was played super serious. That makes the scenes sometimes very like odd, because you think like, oh my goodness, this is so badly played or so. Yeah, to make it look like that, like if you want to copy that, you have to also copy the seriousness. You cannot just go in there and think like, okay, yeah, this is a script, no, just play bad. Because if you play bad, you see that. You see and you feel that very, very quickly. Yeah, so it doesn't translate. So you, things like that, you have to mean it. Okay, I think the platform is... Yes, we have to remove all of this later on. Let's add 2 more. But yeah, just some hot takes on movies. Well, maybe not hot takes, but just some thoughts about movies and how to make them. And there are way better people to talk to as well. It's just, yeah. We also care. What do you sell? Anything we want. And that is a hard no. Okay, thanks for the leads. Nobody saw that. Well, we literally didn't. Okay, let's get a sweep. Let's put these away quickly, those leads. Yeah. Okay, now it's time to actually do some stuff with this. Maybe repair the X though. And get blocks. Let's just get everything. There's you as well. Might need the signs. Let's make a few more lanterns, maybe. Oh. What are we looking for? Oh, right, this. Okay. I just need some iron from over there. Ba, ba, ba. Signs, wood. That's it. And more of this wood. You just go there and place the lantern immediately. Lantern, those chests. So we have a storage to put all of the stuff. Okay, let's put it here. Wood. Wood. Okay, now all of this. Let's put mangrove at the bottom. Make the lanterns. Okay. And oh, that was perfect. Bye-bye. Okay, let's quickly repair stuff. Okay. Okay. They can interact. Oop. Ah, okay. We used up both trays with the one person. And that short break. Whatever. They are blocked. Not too important. Okay. Used up both trays. Ready. Okay. Whew. That was nearly a jump into the void. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look if we got some mushrooms. Also, we can do this quickly. This. Yay, we got shrooms. Yeah, that is literally what this is for. Nope. Oh my goodness, please stop. Okay. Let's plant you again. And the important one goes here. Okay. Okay. We have our first access. No, no! so much for we have excess. You go in here. Nope, not in here. You go in here. Oh, there was one. Okay, whatever. Cool. Ah, right. Wanted to bring more wood. Just so we don't have to think about it. Eat. So, let's get some more. You go here. Okay, this is fine. Let's get some moss. Oh, wow. Ooh, nearly full. Ooh, full. No, nearly. 3 are missing. Okay, let's get some sticks. That's enough. That's refilled in like 10 minutes. You can see the lava lamp over here. Okay, it's... Okay, yeah, there. There you can see it. Okay. Hello, kitty. Let's quickly find the center point. It should be... Yes. That's what. Let's go up. Yes, it is. Okay, and this is center point. This is where we're going off from. Okay. So it would be nice if we just actually had this as the spot. So we will go here and we will punch here. So this will stay as is, and this will be. So now the next bit is thinking about functionality. So if we are standing here and we want, like, one idea was to have these blocks here be that's still not sure about how we do this. One idea was on nether blocks. So we would like to have it in 2 modes, let's say like that. One is we punch him, and the like we stand actively here and punch them for XP. And then we want to have the passive version that constantly is running. So 2 things we thought about for that was that doesn't work. That could be an idea. We need to make some. Is this too high? So here, and let's make some hoppers. We might have a stack or so. Wrong, correct. Oh, we got 1. Ooh. Let's make some hoppers. Okay. What do we need? Iron. Nom 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 nom. Okay. Just let's do this and make some hoppers. Okay, we got some hoppers. Good. Let's go up again. So this would be the place where they are standing. These. And okay, how do we do this? Because there are different ways how we can deal with this here. We shouldn't overwhelm it, honestly. 1 hopper line should be fine. Okay. So what we let's do it like this. Go there. We will push a hopper cart into that block. We will have like here and here. There will be, let's place these to signal that. Here and here there will be water sources in the wall. Those will be stairs. So water will come out and everything will get flushed onto, all the mobs will get flushed onto here. Oh. We need, for the idea to work as we want it, we would have to do it like this. That means these are dispensers and they waterlog these stairs. So that would mean that water comes out here, so we can like turn on the hitting mode by activating those two and flushing all the mobs onto this block, so we can stand here and hit them. Like punch, 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 and collect all the items. Just noticed one issue with that. We want this not to be on that. So if we do this, we could do it here. So we go up by one. Yeah, let's do it like that. Exactly, this is the reason why we do this right now. This is the exact reason. That means we can even do this. That is something we were thinking about a moment ago. Nope. That. Nope. This way. Okay, and we will have a minecart standing on this and push this block into it. Let's go over here. That means you here and there. Do we have stairs on us? No. So let's do this again. Okay, dispensers into that block, waterlog, everything gets flushed onto here. So we can activate it for the active mode, which means the mode where we are standing here and punching them, actively punching them. All the XP will go to us and we are safe. We can just stand here, hit them and get all the XP and are fine. We can even put a stair in front of this to not see the lava. That means why did we do this? Why did we want to have this? Well, yeah, so the mobs will fall down. So there were two ways to deal with this. This is one. The other one was to make all of them into magma blocks. Because when they fall into the water, they don't get any damage. So they will be at full health when they arrive at this corner. That's not very useful for us. Or that makes the farm bit a little bit harder. So the idea was, let's hurt them right after they arrived at the bottom. And even if they are in water above magma blocks, they will get burnt. So that is one way we can deal with that. Actually debating Another way to deal with that would be, let's have a look. This is literally the reason we are doing this right now. So one other thing we could do is have like the question is how fast do they fall through lava? Because we could just add lava blades here. So they fall. So they get like a little bit of lava damage, burn for a moment. Like we could even, like, depends on how fast do they fall through lava. So if they fall into it and they like go like directly below and there's water, then they're safe. And so we could literally do this, like put a dispenser, like how do we do this? Here would be signs would be here, so it floats above. So the dispenser would be this block. That dispenses lava. All of these would be like on that level. All of that would be signs. And then they just like go into it like beep 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 until they reach the water below, and then they are saved. That might be too much damage because like I think falling through lava is a lot slower than falling through water. Because one of the ways, for example, like we could also like set them on fire at the top, also with the lava block, but they might just get like from during the fall die to the fire damage. So that also wouldn't be helpful for us. And that is the reason why we thought of this. Because they will get damaged. We could do the whole thing out of hopper cards in in magma blocks. We could do that, like this whole area. That would mean wherever they land, they might, like, this is just about the active hitting them version. So when we are standing here and are hitting them, this is just for that case we want it here. Because this is the block we are hitting, where everything gets flushed to, so everything is standing here. If we, for example, if a mob lands over here, and yeah, they don't get over here. Actually not sure if it is useful to even, because they might just fall into this and just chill in here and not get pushed over. That is something that might happen to some mobs. So maybe we actually do it with the whole, but with different blocks. But the idea is everything gets over here. Here we can hit it, and then we just punch, 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 and they will get hurt while we do that, and that counts towards our kills, basically. And then there's the passive mode. The water is away, they fall down, and they will just die to fall damage. Though, then we have the issue if they wear armor, they don't die. Yeah, so we have to actually do the whole thing out of. Okay, so that is glad we talked about this. So we have this. do that, that. Okay. So all of this goes over here. Into the back. We have magma blocks on top. All of them have hopper carts inside them. And we are standing here and punching them. Boop, 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 boop. So we either have the water. Oh yeah, we need to sleep. We definitely need to sleep. We don't want them to turn into witches. Yes, we are a pro-witch place here, or we have a pro-witch place here. Is just we don't want these to turn into witches. Because that turns off the farms and so on. Oh. Don't want to be down here. Okay. Water, they flood on here, they get damaged until they get here. We can stand here, this will be a stair, and we have our place to hit them, and all the XP comes to us. Yeah, that's fine. We can even pull this further to the back to have lower water down here. So the mobs are like, for example, if we go, how far back do we have to go for that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would have the stairs back here and the dispensers like there. This way we have the lowest water. Let's think about this differently. Boop, boop, boop. Because we can even... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or can we go this way? 6, 7. Nope. Oh, can combine them. It's just one water source then. So that would mean we have this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. That's the lowest level then. That means we have this. That is fine. That's not too big. And that's helping us the most over here. Okay. That's fine. All of these have hopper carts. Because we are not doing minecarts. Because minecarts are bad. Yeah, and we can just stand here. And do like, hey! Punch, 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 punch. And punch, 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 punch. Okay. That's nice. Okay, we solved this area. Now, next bit. Let's go to the tippy top. We need to count again, or look this up. Minecraft. Monsters. Do have some numbers in head, but not sure right now. Oh my goodness. D9. What is going on? Those bots. Global market, no. Nope. Mob pack money, pack, spawn. Spawn conditions. There it is. Farmers including possible fail unless within a 128 radius. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 24. 24, it was correct. Yeah, it's fine. We just need to count to 24. That's good. Okay. So, we're standing on... Let's quickly have a look. We're standing here. And that is... let's count from that block. Okay, so that's 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 3, 4. This is the first platform, not the one where they fall down. This is the platform itself. The idea was to make it work with dispensers and observers coming from the top and flushing them out. So we want a water platform. We'll explain later what was meant with the hopper dispenser, blah blah blah. Quickly checking this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might have to go one up. Not sure if it goes from the center of the body, or it might be that it goes from the head line. And that would be like 2 blocks higher. Yeah, we might have to do that. Let's quickly get the shape we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Currently just want to have the shape of what the water does again. Because yes, we can count, we also can just like place a water and see what happens. Oh my goodness! Cutie pies! Hello, how was your stream? Hello, lichens! Thank you for the raid, let's give you a shout out. Load. Wait. Luna. Lichen. 287. Everybody follow Luna Lichen 287. They are absolutely lovely people. Stream was nice. Glad we at least did a little bit, even we are still a bit sick. Yeah, at the same time, please, please, please take care of your needs and of yourself. You matter, you are important. Get foodies, get drinks and everything, like hydrate, take some rest. Do take care of yourselves. Thank you for the raid. We are currently, we had a whole lot of chitty chat about movies earlier, and like, because we used to work in the movie industry, film industry, and we were talking about a little bit of about like how it is working in that field. Oop. Yep. Well, if it was interesting, better ask someone else. We just were talking. Let's say like that. So how was the system? Was it shocked? Sorry. Yeah, we know we are not the most interesting people, but we still stream and we still do this, and yeah. In the hopes that someone feels comfortable, safe, and likes to be around. And yeah. Still love the system shock, shocking the system joke. It is a funny one. It is, because not too many can make that joke. To be completely honest. Not too many can make that joke. Okay, so these are the platforms we're working with. Mobs will stand on these, they will get flushed off. and fall down. And what we do right now probably is... oh, that will cascade the whole way down. You and you. Okay, let's block. Just want to count again. Yeah, for us, our stream was pretty chill so far. We've just been doing a few things and like getting some wood, chit-chatting, and preparing a platform to work on again, as you can see, which is massive. But we were talking about stuff, so that was fine. Okay. So we wanted to count from, if we be generous, this was really fun, but also a bit frustrating. Look, I kept dying at the same location like 5 to 10 times. Oh no! So I took over in the middle of the stream. Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. Sorry to hear. Okay, from here. Let's say from this block, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. No! Well, that sounds so sad. Sorry for that it was so brutal. Play should be very fun still. The way we play is very forgiving with dying. Okay, that's good to hear. That is very good to hear. It can be very different, and yeah, like we were also in some, well, let's say death loops, especially in Resident Evil 0. There was one session we didn't do much at all because we kept just dying to random mobs. We really splattered here. Also, summer today, we are all new friends, so we have been switching in between. It's really smooth and easy. Okay, yeah, hope you are fine and safe while doing that. So take care of your needs, everybody. It is important. Okay, let's do this. Okay, sort the inventory. Here there. Yeah, we placed it down there. Let's make one on us. Let's get you here. Okay, that's fine. Let's count again. And so this is us. Exact. Big. 1, 2. It's nice to hear that like switching was smooth. At the same time, switching isn't something like that is something you have to be aware of and actually care about. So it's important to look after yourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, didn't think about that. 5. Yep, perfectly fine and safe. No one here that would be any kind of foe. Okay, that is good to hear. Just want you to be safe and yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. That was a whole lot of pain that fell down there. Yeah, come over here. Come over here. Yeah. Could have thought of that. Could. Doesn't mean... Oh! Guess we were low. Right, that zombie was burning. We might die. Nope. We're fine. Okay, now we need to get rid of those mobs up there. Which is pretty doable. Got a bucket. You can just yeet them off. The only issue is we have an ender friend now. Yep, because of that. I'm gonna assume that, yes, this will get us in the end. Sonia! Bye bye! Thank you for joining! Means a lot! Hope to see you soon! And hope you were able to do your things. So, bye bye! And yeah, take care! Okay, let's sort inventory again. Haven't done that in a while. Okay. Again, 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this time. Nope! This time, well, we die again. The annoying thing is they are in full armor. So we kind of have to do... Because they are wearing a helmet. At least they don't have... Okay, now they should burn. Yes. Okay. I guess the rest is down here. Yes, it is. Sure is. Okay. We let that one just despawn at some point. There's one here. There's the rest is fine. Okay. Before the next night starts, we need to place something up there. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the level we need to build the whole thing on. Not the one below. That means let's do it like this. Oop. No! Need to copy this. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have this. And then we got a and those are 3 blocks. Okay. And now you can see why this is our favorite scaffolding block. Or you might be able to see why. Like also because it is so easy to replenish. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, briefly, perfect. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, spawn platform 1. And we will see how many we make, but yeah, this is what we are going for. So now we need to think about how do we collect from up there. That can basically be right after this. Would maybe go out by 2, just to be safe. And so next bit is figuring out a yes, let's have a 3 high wall. That's fine because of the water. Okay, 2 in each direction. So boop boop. Oh, that's an idea. We place this, this. Okay. Now we have a have a shape what we are working with. Okay, 2. Okay, 3 is the max. We go out. So 2, 3. That means we can remove this. And block. This. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be a shape we can work with. So it is 1. Do we do this to not have that happen? We could do that. Place it on top. That would flush down here. We do the same over here. Okay, like this. Okay, that's fine. That would work. This. do we do this? Oh. Here. That's the center point. Okay, and we went out 10 from that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's something off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, including the center point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, that's... we've got to run getting... the rents. The rest of the stream. Always nice being here. Thank you very, very much. Enjoy your foodies and take care and have all the lovely time. Thank you for checking in as always. You're always much appreciated. And talk to you soon. Yeah. See you soon. Okay. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay. Oop. 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 You. No. Deep and deep. And yes, this is exactly the reason why we brought so much material. So much moss. Also, why we want to have a moss farm. This is how we work. Okay. let's fill in these. So we have let's do it like this so we know which ones are which. And we see the outer line, which is pretty good to know. Here. Yes, we can do like figuring out where will water be and where won't be, where won't water be, by counting as well. Also, placing moss is fun. Okay. Also, this way we also have already the shade visible from the outside. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Now we need a second bucket of water. So this, yes. Let's do this quickly. Give this a outer border, so we can use this as a place to land in water, or like get a water thing in here. Without flooding everything. Let's look at this. Okay, now we can get in and out, and we do that. Let's quickly place this and get water. need that bucket. Okay. Let's do this again quickly. That's not very helpful. Honestly, let's do this one. Nope. Let's do this. This. Take that water. Okay, let's have a look. We want it here. Okay, and then we put an infinite water source like here. Just for the moment, do this. Ah, because we just got rid of a water source. Ah. Okay. Okay, let's see. And we do this, break all of it. Okay, so that's not great, but we can fix that pretty easily actually. If we add another water source here. Right? Yes, that's it. Wait, no, we can just do this. And just put one here. That's fine. Okay. Okay, how do we do this? There. 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 Come on. Okay. Now it should work as intended. There should be a 3x3. Yes. This is what we want. Perfect. The lights will be away in the end, but this will also be a different block. And let's do this. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Go up. Okay, we got this platform, and we see the shape of it. All of this has redstone a little bit, and now we can think about how many platforms do we want to have. So we need exactly 2 space in between. So 1, 2, and here is another platform. And we can think about how many platforms do we want to have. So 24. 24, 7, 30, 33, 36. That might be it. So you. That was 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Or is that... that's maybe even already too much. This probably is enough, to be completely honest. All levels. And I think 36 was the range within mob start after that mob start despawning. So these 4 levels are basically perfect. And to explain what we meant with the redstone. So what we can do is we can have an empty space here. There is just air. And here, this block is a dispenser looking downwards that can place water. And above it is an observer. And that observer sees if above is when the block state changes. So if it is like flooded. And yeah, so on this just so the block state changes, it sees, oh, there's water now, and that will continue the signal downwards and will add water down there. And that that's something we can do with all of these. And we just need on the roof something that triggers it. So there needs to be a clock on top, and we need to figure out how long that clock will go. but basically, this is for the top bit, except for the redstone inside. All we have to do, like, yes, all of these, this has to be full walls, and we'll change the blocks. But like, this is just what do we want to do. And below, I think we also figure out how we wanted to have this. Basically, this. Yeah. So I think, yeah, now it's a landing platform. That's the middle. Oh, and it is again. Okay, I think this is a good spot where we are at now. We can even no. Oh no, that will trickle down the whole bit. Let's run over there and wait faster. Oh, is it coming down here? No, it's not. Okay, well that was lucky. Thought it would like get rid of all the things down there. Oh, that's happening because of that's there. Okay. Slab. Okay, this is what we wanted. Because now we can just like deep go in there. Okay, yeah, this is honestly a good spot. We will figure out how we want to have the sorting system below. That is a whole project for itself. But proof of concept, this is it. Oh, we can even leave it as this and make it a little bit more roundish. That would suit the rest. Because in the middle we actually just need, yeah, this a 3x3 inside. Oh my goodness, what's going on with those bots today? Yeah, and also we didn't want to stream too long today, so okay, that's honestly a good spot to be right now. We prepared a little bit, and we can go from here. Yeah, that actually looks pretty nice, that shape we have over here. Got some ideas with like mangrove pillars maybe going down here on the side from top to bottom. Like have a little like bigger like feet or so, or no, feet like pillars. Go down here on the sides and to make it more, to make it look less like this, like one singular thing in the middle, more like, okay, there are multiple things and like we can shape it a little bit more interesting. But yeah, things we're working on. Okay, I think we are at the end of the stream for today, and let's have a look at this again, our lovely map. This is what we had so far. Now today we added a massive thing up top of here and we will build something. We can do more with that in the future, and now actually This is a nice spot to stand and look at it. Let's get these away. Okay. Cool. So, let's find a new home for you lot. Oop. Right channel. Kath is streaming. Maybe we just raid off to Kath again. Goes to. Kitty is playing Panicore, whatever that is. It doesn't sound like something. Yeah, it looks more like something very exciting. Yeah, let's raid off to Kath. So, they are on the break right now, but it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So about about this week. So, Wednesday, Guild Wars 2. We're continuing Living World 4. On Thursday, maybe there's a bonus stream. We will see. Friday, Resident Evil 0. Sunday, there will be Gloomy Eyes continuation. Oh my goodness, where did that come from? Continuation. And what else? Yeah, so the bonus stream days, Thursday and Saturday, there might be some. We will see. Maybe even with the lovely Lycans. We've been chatting, and maybe that is something we do again soon. That would mean again some Ox Must Die, probably. We will see. So thank you all for joining. We are raiding off to lovely Kath. Give them a follow. Have a lovely time. Please, everybody, remember that you are important and you matter. So please do take care of yourselves. And see you soon. Bye-bye.